perspective. In a world where believers faced persecution, where the Roman Empire seemed invincible, where followers of Christ might feel overwhelmed, the vision of the divine throne proclaimed an unbreakable truth. True power does not reside in earthly thrones, but in the eternal throne that rules over them. In the right hand of him who sat on the throne, John saw something that immediately caught his attention. A book, or more precisely, a scroll written inside and outside, sealed with 7 seals. This was no ordinary book. It contained the divine decrees, God's sovereign plan for the consummation of history. A mighty angel proclaimed with a loud voice, "Who is worthy to open the book and to loose its seals?" This question resonated throughout the universe. However, a devastating silence followed. No one in heaven, nor on earth, nor under the earth, was able to open the book, nor even look at it. The apparent absence of someone worthy to reveal and execute the divine purposes caused John deep anguish. And I wept much, because no one was found worthy to open and read the book, or to look at it. John's tears represented more than momentary disappointment. They reflected the existential anguish of all creation at the possibility that God's redemptive purposes might remain unfulfilled, that history might continue its apparently chaotic course without resolution. At that critical moment, one of the 24 elders intervened to console the apostle. "Do not weep. Behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, has prevailed to open the book and to loose its 7 seals." John, expectant, looked to see this mighty victorious lion. But what he saw defied all his expectations. And I looked, and behold, in the midst of the throne and of the 4 living creatures, and in the midst of the elders, stood a lamb, as though it had been slain, having 7 horns and 7 eyes, which are the 7 spirits of God sent out into all the earth. The paradox was astonishing. The lion who conquers is a lamb that was sacrificed. Divine power manifests itself through the apparent weakness of crucifixion. Victory is achieved not through brute force, but through redemptive sacrifice. This lamb, which still bore the marks of its slaughter but was alive and standing, approached and took the book from the right hand of him who sat on the throne. At that moment, an explosion of worship filled heaven. The 4 living creatures and the 24 elders fell down before the Lamb. Each had harps and golden bowls full of incense, which are the prayers of the saints. And they sang a new song, saying, "Worthy are you to take the book and to open its seals. For you were slain, and have redeemed us to God by your blood, out of every tribe and tongue and people and nation, and have made us kings and priests to our God, and we shall reign on the earth." To this initial worship, millions of angels joined, whose voices proclaimed, "The Lamb who was slain is worthy to receive power and riches and wisdom and strength and honor and glory and blessing." And finally, all creation joined in a universal chorus. "To him who sits on the throne, and to the Lamb, be blessing and honor and glory and power forever and ever." This scene of cosmic worship reveals a central truth of Revelation. Human history, with all its complexities, tragedies, and apparent contradictions, finds its final resolution in the person and work of Jesus Christ, the slain Lamb, who